million of them.
Wow. It used to before, like give you a second. Are you sure you want to start? But it said you're starting right now. So we are live in the Krypt, or the hotel room I'm at right now. And we're going to be talking the Harvest Moon Festival, which is this Saturday, October 28th in Peculiar, Missouri. I'm joined by my co-host, Brett Big Swag Wagner, the Kemper Killer himself, shooting the shiz with DK and the Swag, the 03 Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Welcome to the show. We also have Michael Bailey Smith, Super Freddy, who's joining us in the Peculiar Harvest Moon Festival this weekend. And on top, we're joined by a few people from the festival. Donna, I already forgot how to say your last name. And Dave Hayes, who's the MC there. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks again, John.
Oh, thank you.
I do have a question for Donna and for Dave. Oh, and so how did this town or city get the name Peculiar?
Do you know that answer, Dave?
The closest thing I can tell, there's a few stories, but the best one is that they were applying for different town names way back in the day. And the state kept saying no, because some other town had those names, like, Jonestown, Jamestown, Rockport, whatever. But eventually they said, we just want a peculiar name. And they gave them the name Peculiar.
I love it.
That's the story I know.
Yeah.
Well, I live in, right now I moved from Dallas, Hollywood to Dallas to Arkansas. And I was asking somebody how they got the name Arkansas. And then I made up a story myself. I just said, well, Kansas tried to get the name, and then Arkansas started arguing with Kansas, saying, no, we want to name ourselves Kansas. And all of a sudden said, you know what? It's Arkansas. It's Kansas. And that's how it kind of happened. So I'm just being crazy here, but yeah.
Sounds legit.
Brett's usually the history buff on all that. Usually whenever we have somebody, Brett's already researched the town, the city, and usually gives people information on it. He goes hardcore on the
Okay, Brett.
research. But I'm really excited about this event this weekend. It's been a little crazy, but I'm excited to have you guys on. We got some wild weather coming, but rain or shine, like you said, you're going to be rolling the event. We're going to be doing the signings. We're going to have the haunted house. I know movies planned. Maybe you can inform everybody what's going to happen, rain or shine, and what ideas you have for the festival and some of the, events you got planned for it.
Okay. Well, it's going to start at 10 a.m. with the kids' costume parade. And that parade leads into a trunk or treat. We have about 30 vehicles lined up for the kids to do a trunk or treat in. And then we have a whole kids area with a bounce house and an obstacle course and an inflatable batting cage, face painting, some other little games like beanbag tosses and stuff. And that's all free for the kids to do. And then the vendors, we have about 80 vendors that have signed up to come, and they all have tents to cover their stuff, so they'll stay open during the rain. We have arcade elites that have their video games that'll be set up to play for free as long as it's not raining. They'll have to unplug them if it's raining. We have the robotics team coming out from the school with their robot, going to shoot out some t-shirts for the Harvest Moon Festival. And then we have a whole lineup of stage entertainment, and that's where David comes in. He's our MC for the day, and he'll take care of all the contest and the different entertainment that's going to be happening.
Yeah, we're looking at we're going to pie the mayor. Somebody's going to raffle off to pie the mayor, and there's like a local guy that everybody loves. We're going to pie him too. We've got a beard and mustache contest. We've got a screaming contest, which is always terrible, just little girls screaming at the top of their lungs in the microphone, but we do it. And there's little Highland cows that they can pet. And he mentioned the movie. At the end of the night, we're doing The Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. So that should be a lot of fun.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be, this is the first year I'll be there, and I'm really excited about it. We have a large special needs community, so I'm going to be informing them as well this week and reminding them that this event's coming up. So I think it's going to, you guys, rain or shine, we're going to have a lot of people there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm learning some new things that you got going. It's like, wow, pie the mayor. That's a pretty cool prize right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, Mike, are you going to get pied? Are you going to join up in the pie in the face?
No, I got to throw I got
It'll
to
be
throw a pie at the mayor last year. We sell the tickets $1 a piece or 6 for $5, and then we'll draw the name out of the bucket, and 2 lucky people will get to pie the mayor, and 2 will get to pie our local guy that everybody loves, Bobby
He's the
Riley.
best.
So it will be fun and entertaining for sure. And
Well-
then we have pet costume contest and kids costume contest, and we have some awesome trophies that were donated from one of our local 3D printer companies here. Is it Prestige?
Prestige 3D print and design.
Yes. So there's just lots of fun stuff lined up all day.
And I will say, it's important that you know I've hosted the last 2 events here in Peculiar, and I am 2 for 2 on knocking a child off the stage. So we'll see how that goes this time.
I believe in you. I believe you could avoid knocking off the third. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I got a question for you guys. How long is the Harvest Festival been going on, and who started it in the town?
Well,
Donna.
it's been going on for many years. It used to be a 2-day festival, and it was called something else. Bushwhacker Days. And then they changed it over to a Harvest Moon Festival, and a different committee took care of it, and it just kind of died out. And we had a big sesquicentennial celebration, and they didn't want to do 2 big celebrations and this so close together. So we just started 5 years ago. I took over with trunk or treat and some kids carnival games, and then it grew back into this giant festival a little bit at a time the past few years.
Yeah, I can't believe how many vendors there are. I'm excited to see this whole event. Like I said, it's my first time getting to go experience it, and I got to give a big thank you to Michael Bailey for coming from Arkansas into town to support and come join in all this fun that we're going to be having. I can't wait. I'm pieing the mayor, kids costume contests, movies, you name it. You guys seem to have it, and it seems like something that for the family, indoors or outdoors, rain or shine, come on down. We're going to make sure we have a lot of fun. Meet Michael Bailey Smith, meet Dave Hayes, meet Donna, and meet a lot of the great folks in the area we have. There is a great community out here in Missouri, south of Kansas City, in the Peculiar Cass County area. So, yeah, I've grown to love this, and it's become my home over the last 10 years. So to be involved with Michael doing this and you guys, it's very exciting for me.
Cool. Yeah, no, if you need me to get pied in the face, I'm an easy cleanup because I don't have any hair. It's just let's keep going. So
that's the way it is for our mayor too.
What is the population of Peculiar, Missouri?
About 5,000.
Okay. Now, do you guys during the year? I mean, I'm sure you do a 4th of July event and possibly a Christmas event, or is this the big deal?
We do 2. We do one in the spring, one in the fall, and then there's a mayor's Christmas tree lighting. But that's really all we do for events.
Well, this thing's going to be off the hook.
Yes, this is the biggest one. It's been around the longest. Everybody knows it's the Saturday before Halloween every year. So, and we just keep adding more to it every year. So it's exciting. We're so excited to have you guys there this year, and
For real.
Michael there. I mean, to be able to say we have an actor coming to Peculiar, I mean, that was awesome to add that this year. So we appreciate you coming out.
It. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's my honor, definitely, for sure. And John, thank you for thinking about, inviting me. I'm fortunate because I have a son. Well, I have 2 sons, but my oldest son plays college football. And so they switched their schedule because they play in the Mid-American Conference, and they switch from weekends to midweek. So they get more ESPN time. And so I have this weekend off. So normally every weekend in the falls, I'm off watching my son play football. So I have this weekend off. So it's just kind of cool. It worked out perfect.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked when he had the weekend off and he was agreed to come. And I can't thank you enough, Michael. People are going to really love Michael. Brett will tell you, Brett's known Mike. They were competing for roles as big men for a long time, and they've become close friends over the year. Over the years, and he invited me to Michael Bailey Smith, and what a great guy. The people in town are going to absolutely love him.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are, like I told John earlier, I said, good things happen to good people, and, knowing Brett and John, great things are happening to them. So well deserved. And yeah, so good stuff.
I'll tell you, Michael, I'm actually pretty excited because my son is the DJ for your event, your part of the event at Brierley Hall. He's DJ Weird Al.
Okay.
He's a Weird Al impersonator. He's not doing that really. He's dressing up as Weird Al, but not the whole Weird Al persona. But he's been talking about you since he found out that you were going to be there. He's a huge horror fan. So he's
cool.
Super
Great.
excited.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to bring a couple things with me that I normally don't bring. And yeah, because I can just throw them in my car and take them. So it'd be kind of cool. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, it's nice. I thought it was even further away. You said it's under 3 hours for him. So that's great.
Yeah. Wow.
I've been wanting to we've been talking about hanging out anyway, me and Michael Bailey. I've been working so much, and now this weekend kind of came up, and it'll be great because my family's in town. My parents, my mom, who's in the chat right now, is here. My sister's coming in from California. Michael's amazing fiance, Paige. I'm looking forward to seeing her here as well. And you guys are going to enjoy. I think you're going to really enjoy meeting Michael Bailey.
I don't know how she said yes to me. So I'm just waiting for the day she realizes, oh my gosh, really? so yeah, but no, it's been a blessing, you know, and just, I love this area. I didn't think I would. I'm like, Arkansas, you know, but it's really, I love it here. I love the kind of hometown feel. Everybody's super nice. You walk down the street, people are waving at you. You know, in California, if they're waving at you, it's
with a gun.
Finger.
Yeah, the cops are showing up.
Well, that's what I love about out here in the area I'm in. It's the same way, the peculiar area. It's very family oriented. It's a very small town where, you know, everybody knows everybody. I mean, Donna knows. I've known Donna for years at the bank. She knows all the guys that I take care of. We're always cashing our check, and you know. So it's one of those things where she kind of found out what I did, and I wasn't going to do it at first. I knew I was going to be busy, and I'm like, you know what, let's do this. We're going to come in. We're going to set up a really cool area inside. We're going to have Michael Bailey. We're going to have some really cool items. I can't wait for you guys to see the Blacklight Super Freddy skateboard. That thing.
Yeah,
really cool.
I want to see that.
Brett saw it last weekend. The thing is pretty amazing.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff. I got to talk to you about some other things. I saw some really cool T-shirts and things like that we can do later. It's just awesome stuff. But
absolutely,
yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, one of the nice things that with the Doomsday Krypt folks is John always works with a lot of these different artists. It's not just one artist, so a lot of the people out there in Peculiar are going to get to see some really, really fine artwork, whether it's painting or masks.
Yeah, and
people are going to be in awe of probably most of the stuff that John brings. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm in awe of their work still. I mean, it's some of the stuff, and there'll always be a time I'm bringing something I haven't had a chance to unbox. Like I had Hellraiser, Pinhead. We unboxed there, and those were beautiful by both Jesse Aarons and Lonnie McCollum. So yeah, I can't wait to display these pieces. People see some of the cool artists and talents. Bring some scary stuff, the animatronics, and of course the big, I'd say scary man, but he's just a big teddy bear, I guess you'd call him, Michael Bailey Smith, and people get to meet Super Freddy himself.
Yeah. Okay, can I mention a little bit of industry news, if it's okay? A little bit, just a little bit. So Brett will be happy with this, but things are moving forward with my project, as you know. So since the strike's over with, so producers are engaged and things like that. So can't talk to you yet about what's going on until they rectify that whole actor strike thing. But it's going to happen, my brother.
That's a good thing. If people don't know, Michael is also a writer, and a very good writer. And as he was with his acting, which he still will act, I know he still acts, but with what he has done with his acting, which is he always gives 120%. He's also now moved into that writing with it, and he's a very good writer. And I'm just excited not only to be working with you on one of your projects, but I'm excited for the rest of the community in the world out there to see what some of your experiences over your life, which are in your scripts.
Yeah.
And more importantly, to see how well they're written and they're exciting. So that's great news.
Yeah, it's good. I changed the name of the script too, so it's called.
Well, send me a message about that.
Yeah, I will. I changed the name, so it's more fitting. So it's good. good stuff. Anyway, but yeah, good stuff. So, and
well, we'll be hyping and supporting you on that journey as that goes on, and making sure people know about that film and to check it out and support our friend Michael Bailey Smith. And if the big swag's in it too, that's a double.
There's no
for you.
There's no if or and. It's
when it
will happen.
Brett being in it.
I have some control over this, which is good. So, and I when I wrote this one section of it, I had him in mind. So that's what I did. So
and for the folks in Peculiar, I've never worn a tutu in my life, so I'm pretty excited.
That's what I wrote.
I mean, all costumes are welcome.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Oh yeah, so and that's another thing, right, guys? So you know, costumes are welcome at your thing this weekend at Peculiar at the Harvest Fest. You want people to come out there wearing their costumes.
I'm actually going to be hosting on stage in costume, so, and mine's pretty elaborate. So, yeah, everybody should wear them.
If I can find my part 3 costume, Jason costume, I'll put it on. Face off against Super Freddy. But I've been next to that man. I mean, I'm not a short guy, and being between Brett and Michael Bailey, I never feel shorter in my life. I get little man syndrome around them. So I'd probably cower away in that part 3 Jason and just start running as fast as I could.
I don't know if it's my age or I'm shrinking as I get older, but there's a picture of the last show that Doug and Brett and I think John, you might have taken the picture. It's us 3, and I'm like the shortest guy and the smallest guy out of the group. I'm like, what the hell? It
irritates you, doesn't it? But you don't look that much. I mean, there's not much of a height difference. Me with these guys, it's like, you know, I feel like a little man, and it's I'm not used to it, and that's why I try to avoid pictures with them unless I have a step stool. And next time I'll take some more.
Well,
I get
really
to be a little
small,
taller.
I'm shorter than all of you.
She's pretty short.
So Donna and Dave, are you horror fans?
A little bit, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's been a while since I got to sit and watch a movie, but I grew up watching all of those Friday the 13th, Michael Myers,
cool,
Nightmare on Elm Street with Johnny Depp. The first one was my favorite one, but you know, it's just, yes, I love them.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have in my collection of signed memorabilia, I've got a Jason mask signed by Ari Lehman. So
wow, Ari, I just saw Ari. I got a few signed Ari Hawks. He's become he is pretty awesome. I did Krypticons this year, and they do a show in Kansas City too. So there is a horror convention there to give them a shout out. They've always been great to us. They invited Brett last year, and also my other friend Beatrice, and Michael Bailey was there with us in Denver. So big shout out to them. But yeah, I'm excited for this event. I think with everything you guys got planned and all the excitement, it's going to be good, rain or shine. I think we're going to get lucky. I think the heavens are going to look out for us and give us some nice weather. At least make it.
Me too. Yeah, that's positive thinking. That's what I need. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I probably didn't even mention, but if you go on the Peculiar Chamber website and follow the event for Peculiar Harvest Moon Festival, all the details are in there. The schedule's in there. If you want to know what time we're pieing the mayor, it's all in there.
Cool. Yeah, looking forward to it.
So anybody in the area, and if you don't get a chance to meet Michael, another thing I'm doing, just reach out to me, message me, and we can make sure we get you an autographed picture if you can't make it to the event. Maybe a picture or even a cameo clip. So you can reach out about that. And we're going to offer a lot of different, I think, fun things for Michael. Like I said, we're going to have the skateboard. I got some light up boxes for him. I got some cutout Freddies that maybe we can do some autographs on. Freddy heads. I got to get some more Super Freddy stuff now. Michael Bailey's become a friend, and some more Pluto, and maybe some Thing, because he was clobbering time before the big Marvel Studios took it off, and you can find that on YouTube. But a lot of hardcore comic fans really enjoy that version of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Bloodshot.
Cool. Yeah. It's funny, and Brett knows this too. How, you know, like Nightmare on Elm Street was my first role, you know, and I had my first few lines as an actor. Never acted before. Got my SAG card out of it, but that little 20 seconds or whatever it is in the film, you know, saying faster than a bastard maniac, you know, that whole situation. There's people with tattoos of that character on their bodies, and and faction figures and all, just crazy. You like Brett knows this too. You do all this huge body of work, over 100 credits of all these different types of things, from comedies to sitcoms to everything. But then those 20 seconds of something really stands out. And
But it's one of those things that was such a cool look. And it was really before comic movies were a thing back in '89. So that was really cool for something like, I don't know, there was just something really cool about that scene. Having a big, Super Freddy was just, even if it was 20 seconds, it was so much fun that it just resonated with the fans. It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Lee Waddell at Scarefest. We did a little impromptu podcast, and we had Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface Killer, and we asked him, we said, did you imagine that from that movie, The Scream, where you were a stuntman, that 25 years later, we'd be sitting here and you'd be, as Lee says, kissing posters and signing babies to, hundreds of people every day. And he said, had no clue. But yeah, it's amazing. You can hit a chord with somebody.
Yeah.
Someone that, like me and John are huge horror movie fans. I mean, I got into acting because I loved horror movies. So you never know who you'll touch. You never know. Even if it's a 50-second scene, even if it's a couple lines, people will remember that, and it takes them back to that moment in their life when there was no stress and everything was fun, and they were a kid and they watched something. So it's obviously an honor, Michael. We both know that it's an honor that we get to go to a convention and hang out with John and sign some pictures and take sign and then take a picture with folks. It's a big deal, and we appreciate it. So
yeah, agreed.
I think people are going to really enjoy Michael Bailey because, like Donna said, it's we're a small town here. To have a celebrity like Michael coming into town and people who've maybe never met an actor or a celebrity or somebody they've seen on screen before, it's exciting for them. It's really exciting for them. I think people are really going to enjoy meeting Michael because he's such a down-to-earth guy. Well, we became fast friends so quickly.
And Brett can relate to this as well. When someone says that, you're like, hey, wait, are you talking about me? This guy? And you're like, well, wait a minute, you sure you're not talking about the guy behind me? Whatever. So I'll sit there and I'll be in the airport or or something like that, and like people like look at me or even like TSA. It was like last week I was going through TSA and it was in Arkansas. Going through TSA, and the first guy was like looking at me. He goes, do I know you? And I'm like, I said, no, but I've probably been in your living room. Like, and he goes, and I told him, he goes, oh yeah, that's right, I just saw you on something. So it's funny, it's pretty funny. So yeah, it's a blessing, and it's crazy. It's a crazy world. So.
Yeah, you guys are lucky Michael's coming, because if John was saying if we couldn't get Michael, Johnny Depp was second on the list.
Yeah. So I was trying, he wanted to go, and I'm like, Johnny, listen, I don't know if people really want you in town right now after that trial, the Amber Heard thing. We'll let it go for a year. We're going to bring in the big star, Michael Bailey Smith, the big man himself. And yeah, like I said, he's a gentle giant. Well, as long as you don't upset him, I think. But he's such a gentle guy, and he's such a talented guy. I'm a big fan of his movies, but I'm also more of a fan of him being my friend and a pal. And it's, a real honor, like I said, for him to come to Peculiar and meet all the great folks in the area. And I thank you as well, Donna.
Thanks, John, for all your work on this. Thank you, Michael, for making time to drive out here and see us. I do have to jump off here, but I really appreciate coming on and talking with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
meeting you. I can't wait. I can't wait to give you a hug if you're into hugs. So I'll give you
yes,
a hug.
She'll hug you. She'll hug you.
And I'll hug you too, Dave. Okay, I'll give you a hug too, Dave.
I'll hug you too. We'll just all hug it out.
A big old group hug.
Bye, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave. All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up. I've had a long week. I know Brett's had a long week. We had a lot of fun at Scarefest. Love to see Michael Bailey at Scarefest. I think he'd love that show.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you, my friend. I'm excited about this weekend. And I appreciate you taking the time to drive out here and do what you're doing.
Well, I just bought my gal a brand new SUV, which is, yeah.
So get those miles on before that warranty goes.
Yeah,
You got to really,
I bought her a
drive.
Genesis GV80, so, and it is fully loaded, and this thing can almost drive itself, and it's got everything possible in it. It's crazy. You turns on a blinker, and it actually shows you a video of the people behind on the side of you. It's
so you're
crazy.
going to actually have to thank me, because it sounds like you're going to be driving in that car, and that is a luxury and a good time to do for a few hours. So
Yeah, no, I'll give you. Don't worry, it's good. And then it's got heads-up display, which is nice. So it's just really, it's a beautiful. It's quiet. It's gorgeous. It's just, yeah, I'll give you a ride. Let's do it. But yeah, I wanted to get her something, and so I got her that. We saw something in. This is crazy in where Scarefast was at.
oh, really?
We had plane tickets to go there, to fly in and to go get the car and drive it back. But then, we lost Brett.
Oh, yeah, you might have lost the signal.
But then we found something locally and got it. So it was kind of nice.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I can't wait to see this fancy mobile.
Yeah, I think you'll
Does it
like
talk? Did you call it Kit?
We call it we got two Genesis. So I got a Genesis GV. I got a Genesis G70, a little black sports car that I fit in, and it's great. It's a great car. It has all the bells and whistles too. That one, she calls that one Sport. And then I have, we call hers Beauty. So Beauty and Sport. So that's her car. And it already smells like her already. She's got it all perfumed up and all that.
Well, that must be nice for you when you get to sit in there, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see it. It hasn't even been that long, but it feels like it's been a while since we've had a chance to hang out in person.
Was it last month? When was it that we saw each other?
Like 2 months ago? What was it?
2 months?
God,
I don't know. We've all been on the road so much.
yeah,
it might have been a couple months ago.
So Brett, what do you got going on this weekend?
Oh gosh, I'm going to be in. I fly out Thursday, so I fly out tomorrow. I'm just doing my packing right now, and I go to Nebraska, Omaha.
Oh, that's right.
For a haunt called Blood Rush, and then I will drive a half hour on Saturday night, and I will go to Hillside's House of Hell, another haunt in Iowa. And then I come home Sunday night. And then next week, November 4th, I will be at King Funko in Mukwonago, Wisconsin.
Wow.
Which is a Funko Pop store, and we will be there signing. So, watch out.
Hey. Partner, Ms.
Hello.
Good.
You just missed the crew that we had that was for the Peculiar Harvest Moon Festival, but Michael's all excited about it. I know you and Brett are booked this weekend, maybe one of these years. Next year, we can get all three of us in there. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. Well, so hopefully we'll all see each other at your wonderful wedding.
Yes. But I have some good news. My father, as you know, has bladder cancer, and so he's going through treatment right now, and he's kicking ass, boy. That guy, he's tough, hard as nails, and chemo normally makes you sick. He's handling it in the radiation both, so very blessed. He's got another, I think he's halfway done with chemo, and he's got like another, I think, a few weeks of radiation. So good stuff. Fantastic. My prayers are working.
That's good.
Good. Hey, we've been definitely praying for him. So.
Yeah. Cool.
And Beatrice, Michael's knees are bugging him, and he's got to get surgery. So maybe a little on-the-spot yoga training for Michael, because he could use it.
For the knee. Oh my goodness. Yeah, knees are a tough one for sure.
I have bone on bone. What I have, and I have, so you can't fix that. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Unfortunately. Well, knees, the knee surgery does seem, well, I can't say no. It's actually, for my friends, it's pretty tough. It's a rough one. But you're going to do it soon? Like well before the wedding?
Right after Thanksgiving. So I got my son's last football game is the 24th. Thanksgiving's on the 23rd. Also on a Friday is my son's last game. And then and then I'll be there. I have to see my ex-wife since the first time I got divorced. I because she has to go there too. We're gonna walk out in the field together.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
that's
Yeah.
gonna be
It's,
interesting.
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know. So
And there goes
But in-
Michael Bailey and his ex-wife fighting on the football field.
yeah, it won't be
She's
that.
really kicking his ass.
Yeah. So, but and
yeah,
Paige
but
will be there
Michael's
in the audience.
okay. She'll be there. Yeah. Do they get along? Are they okay?
No, they never met, and they're not
Oh.
going to meet. And knowing my ex-wife, she doesn't want to meet anybody, and so yeah,
Okay.
it's all good.
Oh dear. Just from lots of people, because I've had a lot of friends and family that have had the knee surgery. You want to invest in the wraparound kind of ice packs. They make them that you can actually
yeah,
wrap
yeah,
it
yeah.
around so it attaches. Because otherwise, if you're just trying to put regular ice packs on, it won't be as effective.
Yeah,
You have to have pillows on and stuff, and then also prepare your house with extra things to those lifty things, those
Yeah.
bars that you can slip under the bed and that you can slip under the couch so that you have extra support.
Yeah,
It takes a while.
I'm not a good patient whatsoever.
Yeah.
I had a rotative rotor cover,
Rotator.
what's it called?
Rotator cuff.
Yeah, whatever, the thing with the shoulder.
Rotor
Rotator
motor.
cuff.
And within a couple hours of getting the operation, I was in the shower, taking a shower, and I just threw the sleeve off the sling. I don't need this anymore, and I'm just like, I'm fine.
Rub some dirt on it. That's all I
And
need
then I
to
went,
do.
yeah, and then I went to the rehab, and I just beat the hell out of them. And
Aye.
I was finished a lot earlier, and I'll do the same thing with the knee, because most people weren't athletes, right? So that I know pain. Listen, I can't even sleep through the night with my knees as they are now. So anything's better. So anyway, but
I've
anyway,
seen
let's not
people
talk about that
go in
anymore.
there, and they're walking out almost. I mean, the knee
Oh, they
surgery
are.
has
They
come
want you.
such
You
a long way.
get that done, and you walk right out the hospital. So
Yeah. Well, I did the same thing. I mean, being a yoga teacher, but if you're an athlete or or teach yoga or anything like that, we do have the danger of overdoing it too quick.
That's true.
Because we don't like to sit still and we don't like to just sit around giving it time to heal. And I've actually given myself some setbacks with my healing when I had surgery on my spine by overdoing it too quickly. So, Michael, you've got a goal. That wedding, you want to be walking down pain free.
I love you,
But even
Beatrice, but,
recently,
when you talk common sense, I hate it.
even recently though, Beatrice did the same thing. She pushed it to get back too early on what was it, your hip and groin area?
My stupid groin, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. All right. Well, we're all talking body parts.
Yeah, we're talking hips and groins here on
Peculiar. We're going to Peculiar this weekend.
Yeah, let's hear about your exciting event, guys.
Yes, Peculiar Harvest Moon Festival.
Ooh.
Michael Bailey. We're gonna do photo ops. They're gonna have. We're gonna do a haunted house.
Beatrice.
Oh,
This
Ooh.
is the Fuse Fangoria Chainsaw Wood.
Oh,
Yes.
awesome.
And it's a real cinder block. This thing weighs like 50 pounds, and with a real blade on it, which I'm going to give to Brett so he can use to continue his.
That is so cool. You got that award for what? From
Hills of Ice. So,
Oh, wow. Congratulations. That's such a cool thing.
for best bloodiest beatdown.
Oh.
It
And then,
was. That was. I mean, that scene, that fight scene in The Hills Have Eyes. It stands out. It's. I mean, I really enjoyed the remake a lot, but that's my favorite part. That fight was just so well choreographed. The choreography was great on it, and the action, and just your size and imposing. Pluto with the
that's all me. There's no stunt double for that.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because like even the scene with the dog, the German Shepherd that attacks me.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the story? I don't
No.
know if I did or not. So yeah, so there was, and Brett knows this, and Beatrice, as well. When you have to do like a special stunt or something like that, normally they work on that stunt before you actually have to do it, right? And so in the house, I come around the corner and this dog comes out and attacks me. And so, and I had underneath my suit, the suit jacket I wore, I had a pad underneath there. And so I would work with particular dogs, and they had three types. They had an older male dog came out. He would latch on my arm, but I'd pick him up, and they weigh like 80 pounds, so I'd pick him up with one arm, and I'd grab him and I would just throw him. and there'd be a trainer catching the dog off to the side. But his jaws weren't tough enough, so he would always fall off my arm. So then I got this young dog, like young male, and he was just crazy. He wanted to bite everything. It doesn't matter. He just wanted to bite this, that, whatever. We couldn't control him. So they brought out this female dog. That dog went after my balls every time. I said, that's a typical woman right there, always trying to smash your balls.
What had you said to her before?
So anyway, but that was the dog we used. And if you stood like when we were just rehearsing, if you're just standing there and the dog is staring at you, and if you naturally have your arms held on the side, well, they're trained to go after that arm. That dog's looking right at me and just trying to bite me constantly. So that's what we.
When are you guys gonna let me bite him? I'm ready to bite him. Ready for my scene.
But that's, and so when we did the scene, the dog got stage fright and wouldn't bite me because there's all these people around and things like that, and there's a lot of noise, and so they were going to cut that whole scene. And I went to Alex Aja, who was the director, and I said, and everybody was disappointed. We're just going to cut the scene because we don't have time for it. And I told Alex, I said, listen, I'll come back on my own time. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to do anything, because I was scheduled for this much of time, and I stayed an extra day without getting paid to film that scene. I did it for free. So and Brett and Beatrice, you guys have probably done stuff like that, and I have. So
yeah,
when you're so invested into a character and the story, you want to make sure it's true, and that's a really great scene. So yeah.
And after even the dog trying to bite you where you didn't want it to try to biting you everywhere, you still wanted that scene to do it. I mean, delivering. Talk about delivering. I mean, that's very risky.
There was
this element of excitement in it's going after your privates. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a big joke on the set. It's like it had to be the female dog to get the job done.
Good thing you're just calling it the female dog.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Come on.
Unlike what Freddie calls his mom,
Yeah, he's pretty nasty, and that's your grown son. That's your biggest son, right?
Here, come on in. You're gonna come see everybody. Come on.
I know.
I'm trying to
Come on,
get on the
Paige.
but she doesn't want to do it. So
don't want to do it. Well, we say hi to her off screen. I can't wait to see her again this coming weekend.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have so much fun. So go tell us about that again. So what all's happening at the
Harvest Moon Festival in the Peculiar Harvest Moon Festival in Peculiar, Missouri.
Yeah.
And finally out of Massachusetts. So I'm not calling it Peculiar, Massachusetts. I was doing that for a while, being back on the East Coast again, but it's in Peculiar, Missouri. It starts at 10 a.m. Michael's going to start his sign around 11 a.m. We're going to have the haunted house. They're going to be screening movies, costume contest. Oh boy, they have pretty much everything set up. Like 80 vendors, I didn't realize. So
wow.
a lot. I think we're going to have a bigger crowd than even I anticipated. It seems like it's going to be a large-sized event that the town's going to come to. Knock on wood, we get even the rain to stay away for a little bit, and
the Midwest. You're going to have, a town of 5,000 people. I guarantee you, half of those people are going to be there, and your mom will be happy. There's going to be a ton of kids stuff too. So your mom, I'm sure, will be out there hanging out with the kids, having a good time, and that's what it's all about. That's the Midwest right there. That's that thing that we don't get in the big cities that you can't do in Los Angeles or the Chicago area. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I love the Midwest. I was just yesterday, I was walking the dog and people walking by, waving at me, saying hi. I'm like, wow, you would never get that in Los Angeles. If you did, what do you want? You want something.
It's nice.
So are you going to be seated outside? John?
No, we're going to be inside.
What's the setup? It's like a mall or what kind of building?
It's a
community center.
It's like a. We're going to be in I want to say a church, but it's not church. It's like a little space they have. So we'll have the haunted house in there. Mike will be set up in there. So we'll be indoors. Some of the vendors will be outside, but they got tents and everything to keep everything dry. If we do have some rain, hopefully the parade is able to go on. They're going to have the children's a parade, a costume parade. That's going to be a lot of fun. They mentioned a few things they were doing. That was, like I said, more than I realized they were having for this event. So it makes it even more exciting for me.
They're going to have a raffle, Beatrice, to pie the mayor and pie
Ooh.
a local hero, a townsfolk another guy to pie him instead of a pie eating contest. Which Michael, he heard pies and his ears perked up.
Got all excited, yeah. So it's like
And,
the whipped cream
That's
kind of
true.
thing? A whipped
Yeah.
cream pie?
I imagine it's whipped cream. Hopefully, it's not like
Right.
a rhubarb or something. But
Oh,
yeah,
that would be such a waste.
Yeah.
I love rhubarb pie. That's my
Really?
favorite.
I hate
Although
I
if they
love
threw a
rhubarb.
chocolate cream pie at my face,
Oh my
I'd
gosh,
probably
how
just
can you
eat
hate
it
it?
anyway. It wouldn't stop me.
it.
Michael, have you had it as an adult?
I think so. That and green bean casserole, the two things from I hate both of those things.
Green cream. But rhubarb pie, you might not have had a good one because Aunt B here, I make the best rhubarb pie. If you don't mess it up with strawberries, you just put in fresh rhubarb and you get really good vanilla ice cream. Oh my God. Homemade crust.
you're making my blood sugar rise right now.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah, but I love it.
Mike, you're not going to eat that rhubarb?
I know now, Michael, I'm now that's my goal is to make you like rhubarb. I don't know why. Why do I care? I
It
guess.
brings back
You don't-
flashbacks. I remember as a kid, we, my mom, growing up with 6 kids, and you're living off of sergeants, Air Force sergeants. My dad was gone to Vietnam, and we were all kids hanging around the table. My mom cooked up a green bean casserole, and it was just nasty. And my mom's like going, "You're not getting dessert unless you eat your green." So
I know. We had that, right? Yeah.
Forced it down. Everybody else was crying. I forced it down. So we got done. I ended up eating it. My mom felt bad and gave dessert to everybody. I'm like, that's not fair.
That's not fair. I had to eat it. Yeah, no,
You
that's
took
me.
it for the team. You were the hero. That was being a leader. That's taking one for the team. That's why you're a great football player.
Good for you, Michael. Taking the green beans for the team. Green bean for the team.
And it's rhubarb pie. My grandmother was really good at that, but I just didn't like it. I'm not a big, and neither is Paige. We both don't like it. So.
Oh, you don't like it either? Oh boy.
No,
Okay.
certainly.
All right. Well, I know what not to get you for your wedding.
That and fruitcake.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Damn, there goes your Christmas present.
Darn, yeah.
I've
we
been trying to
wanted
get
give
rid
you-
of this last one for 10
Look
years.
at Brett.
John, Brett, and I were planning to gives you a year's supply of fruit pie. Or
Fruit. I don't know who came up with fruitcake, but
I know. What is that?
it's
It must have
that
been an
and
army
those
thing, like,
that and the candy corn.
Yeah.
little
yeah.
candy corn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've
That's
kind
just
of
pure
grown
sugar.
to like the candy corn more as an adult than I hated them as a kid, but they're not my favorite. They're not my favorite. I'm not going out and buying them.
Yeah.
What would the ones I'd hate was like those caramel things, but they weren't caramel, and they would. I can't remember the name of them, but they were just nasty tasting candy. I can't.
We're talking Halloween horror stories, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. The candy
know-
that kills. Yeah.
Yeah, the candy. Yeah.
Can I tell you a funny story, a Halloween story? So
Yes.
I'm in Oscoda, Michigan. This is like, if this is Michigan here, it's along here. Everybody's from Michigan does this for their map of their state. So up here, Long Lake Huron, and my dad was stationed at Wordsmith Air Force Base, and Oscoda was the town connected to it, and went to Oscoda High School. And I remember there was like a haunted house they had inside the school, fundraiser. So I dressed up like a mummy, right? So my mom, I was in my underwear, and she put the white sheets all around me, and then drove me in the car and dropped me off at the high school. So I went. I think I was a freshman, or maybe I was I think I was a freshman. So it dropped me off. Got done. My parents couldn't pick me up, so I had to go back. This is like a long ways to get back to the Air Force Base. So I caught a ride with somebody. He dropped me off outside the gate in the bushes, and I snuck onto the Air Force Base and ran through all the housing, and the stuff was coming off and all this stuff like this. And by the time I got to the house, I was in my underwear, and the snow was about this much. So there was rumors throughout the Air Force Base that there was this big, lanky, tall white dude with
Streaker.
Sheets and underwear.
Pretty crazy. So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's my first haunted house.
Oh,
It
man.
used to always be a disappointment. I remember when, I mean, I trick or treated up until I was so tall at such an early age but I think I was still going
Aren't you a
out at
little
like
old to be trick or treating?
16 years old. I was still putting on something to go out. And when I remember when people start giving you apples and you'd be like,
What?
what? And then, then you had to be careful about make there was no razor blade in that apple or
Right.
something. But
Yeah.
But who gives apples, John? I mean, you're going to be on Halloween, I'm sure, back at your house where you are. You're going to be giving out trick or treat candy when people ring the doorbell.
I haven't even had a chance to think about Halloween, which is Tuesday after the weekend. I'm sure I'll do something.
Do your guys go trick or treating or no?
Well, we don't go trick or treat. We've been doing the haunted garage for the last few years.
Oh, wow.
I'll set up the garage. We'll put the strobe light in, the fog machine. One of the other houses, one of the guys wants to set up there too, so I'll set him up a little bit over there on Tuesday and go from that. So not too much this year, but a lot this year. Who am I fooling? But I'll do something really fun for him for Halloween.
I might have to come visit. So
yeah. Well, the good thing is we're only a short period away, and you're going to meet all my guys this weekend, and I know they're excited to meet you as well.
I love
they're a bunch of good guys too, Mike. You'll like them. They're a bunch of cool cats.
Yeah,
all right, listen, guys. I got to pack. I got to get up at 5 a.m. to go to LAX. Mike will tell you that's no fun going to LAX.
Well, at 5 a.m., their traffic's not too bad, but it's crazy. Even at 5 a.m., there's like traffic jams. Like, where are you going at 5 a.m.? Come on.
I yell at the folks in the car. Beatrice, John, Michael, you guys have fun this weekend, and you guys have a good time at Peculiar, Missouri. And I know Paige is there. Paige, miss you. We'll see you. What month are we going to see each other again, Mike? I forget.
April
Okay.
28th. Get ready.
April 20. All right. Well, I'm ready.
It's going to be good. She's shopping for wedding dresses. We might go down to Dallas to go find something. We'll see what happens. That's her deal. I can't see it. So yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it up. So
well, I've been working on your supply of fruitcake. So,
So casual dress for the folks coming in. We can wear sleeveless, camo shirts and hats. We're all right.
Yeah, we're having a barbecue the night before, so you could do all that by a vendor called Woo Pig Suey is going to come and provide us some good old Arkansas barbecue. You're going to love it. So,
all right, you guys have fun. Have a safe weekend.
Wait, Brett, where are you going? What's your show this weekend? I missed it if you said it in the beginning.
Nebraska.
Where are you?
Nebraska and Iowa. Blood Rush, which is a haunt that's in the forest of Omaha, and then Hillside House of Hell, which is in Iowa. So I'll be driving a half hour one way and a half hour the other way for stuff. So it should be fun. I'm excited.
Ooh, okay.
And then you have something this weekend too, don't you?
Well, no, I was supposed to be doing Chiller, but my with Erica, but I'm going to be Erica Anderson from Elm Street 5. But my best friend from Canada and her daughter, this was the 1 week they could come down, so we're actually going to just do a girls' week. I decided to put friendship before work, so we're going to hang out.
That's great.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah,
well,
that's
you
good.
Enjoy that.
Yeah,
and
I'm looking forward to it a lot. So
we'll
have a great show, Brett.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys be careful. Mike, good seeing you, brother. John, good seeing you. Beatrice, good seeing you. I'll talk to you guys later.
All righty. Take care.
All right. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready. Go back to work tomorrow. I got a lot of work to do before work to get ready for this Peculiar Harvest Moon Festival. Had a great time with you over the weekend at Scarefest. Big thank you to Brandon Griffith and Nicole and Adrian.
They were amazing
for everything they did, and they really were great to us over at Scarefest. And now excited for the Peculiar Harvest Moon Festival with my buddy Michael Bailey Smith and his amazing fiance Paige coming to town. I can't wait.
That'll be good.
Take lots of pictures, you guys. Okay.
Yes,
we will.
And have
my dad's got the camera ready.
All right, Michael. How long does it take you to get
about
there?
2 hours 40 minutes?
Oh, that's not bad at all. Yeah,
not bad at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have so much fun, you guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Beatrice.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Okay.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah. Take care, sir. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.